One advice I can give the student out there who is about to leave university is don't wait for the job to find you. Wake up and look for the job.
The greatest thing I've learned is I didn't go to campus to get employed.
I want to be the national best pig farmer in Ghana.
It has also earned me respect. Now people, they see that, hey, that one has a good project. That you don't talk about that one is now beyond our class.
Money changes life, that's what I can say, yeah.
One of the key challenges facing tertiary agricultural, agroforestry, and natural resources education in Africa is translating the great business ideas taught in class into viable enterprises that can create jobs for the increasing number of graduates. To bridge the gap between agribusiness training and practice, the African Network for Agriculture, Agroforestry and Natural Resources Education, Anafe, comprising of 140 colleges and universities in 35 African countries, is a key implementing partner of a unique graduate entrepreneurship program dubbed the University's Business and Research in Agricultural Innovation, Unibrain. Funded by the Danish International Development Agency, DANIDA, other Unibrain implementing partners are the Forum for Agricultural Research in Africa, FARA, Pan-African Agribusiness and Agro-Industry Consortium, PANAC, ACRISAT Agribusiness Incubator, ABI, Association for Strengthening Agricultural Research in Eastern Central Africa, ASARECA, the West and Central African Council for Agricultural Research and Development, CORAF/WECAD, the Center for Coordinating Agricultural Research and Development in Southern Africa, CADESA. Unibrain is designed to operate tripartite innovation incubators comprising of universities, research institutions, and the private sector. Specifically, Unibrain aims to promote commercialization of agribusiness innovations, support tertiary educational institutions to produce agribusiness graduates with the potential to become successful entrepreneurs, sharing and upscaling Unibrain's innovative outputs, experiences, and practices.
We are leading actually one of the three activity lines, which is activity line linked to education, linked to agribusiness education. We were involved in the selection of those 6 incubators, which were among the 51 total applications that we received at that time. And we were really happy that we could at least support those 6 incubators, even though Africa needs much more of them.
The promotion of the agricultural development of the entrepreneurship and of the sector through agribusiness incubation facilities and job creation cannot be underestimated, and FARA is very much committed to strengthening this new move.
The Unibrain model consists of 6 incubators spread across Africa. The Sorghum Value Chain Development Consortium, SVCDC, in Kenya, focusing on sorghum value chain. Consortium for Enhancing University Responsiveness to Agribusiness Development, CHURAD, in Uganda, focusing on the coffee value chain from production to utilization. Afri Banana Products Limited, also in Uganda, focusing on the banana value chain involving packaging fresh bananas for export and other products such as banana wine and basketry from banana fiber. Creating competitive livestock entrepreneurs in agribusiness, CLEAR, in Ghana, focusing on livestock products from poultry and small ruminants. West African Agribusiness Resource Incubator, WARI, focusing on agroforestry products that are commercialized, and Agribusiness Incubation Trust, AGBIT, focusing on value chain of tropical fruits including mangoes, watermelon and tomatoes. Under the Unibrain program, Anafe is mandated to provide performance and quality assurance, work with the incubators and associated agribusiness university faculty staff in planning and designing improvements to agribusiness education modules and courses, help to ensure that the universities associated with Unibrain take optimal advantage of the incubators to improve the agribusiness education, be a knowledge source on the lessons learned by the other universities for improving agribusiness education, raise Unibrain impact by disseminating improved agribusiness education products to non-Unibrain universities and colleges. Incubation is a new phenomenon in Africa that aims to bring new ways in which agribusiness is taught for enhanced practice. This involves enhancing the skills of lecturers in adopting new teaching methods and also tapping from the input of the private sector in teaching agribusiness. For Anafe, Unibrain incubators provide a unique opportunity to develop agribusiness learning resources for practical teaching and guiding to enterprise development.
So far we have worked with a number of SMEs that we identify innovations within the horticulture subsector. We identify SMEs with good innovations, business innovations that have the potential for growth, and we incubate them.
One of the best places or the best ways to start working with graduates is to reach out to them when they are still in school and they are learning, exposing them to the different opportunities in livestock value chains or in agribusinesses.
We must recognize that we need to ensure that our youth are ready to take up this opportunity, and not only taking up the opportunity but taking up the leadership.
The incubation centers provide the missing gap between theory and practical training. Previously, the common description of theory-based graduates has been half-baked. The other half is baked through exposing the students to the practical world of training through incubation and entrepreneurship programs. Exposure of students to the monetary side of agribusiness has great impact in changing the attitude of students towards agriculture.
It has become almost a practice that students must go to universities, students must graduate, but graduate and go where? Now, the link between the university and the world of work is the biggest problem in our universities.
There's a big disconnect between theory and practice. When you receive students, you can actually see that disconnect.
Because of the number that the universities are taking now, we are not able to have good practical training.
In 2014, Anafe launched a comprehensive agribusiness curriculum framework for colleges and universities in Africa. The curriculum encompasses the entire spectrum of post-secondary education from certificate to PhD levels. It is a product of intensive and extensive consultation with a broad array of stakeholders, including the private sector, regional and national bodies, curriculum specialists, educationists, policymakers, lecturers and students. It aims to address shortcomings in agribusiness training, especially the mismatch between the skill set of graduates and market demands.
We are trying to refocus the curricula we have developed so that it is adapted to particular areas of agriculture.
By developing these modules and offering this training to the students, we'll be improving their agribusiness skills, for example, writing business plans and understanding agribusiness better by actually having this training.
The graduates that will come out using the curricula developed by Anafe with partners are more likely to relate more to industry and perhaps meet the needs that this industry has been complaining about as the gap between our training and the relevance of the students to them.
In an effort to enhance participation of agribusiness graduates to undertake businesses along the agricultural value chain, Anafe is also supporting an internship program under Unibrain, which aims to inculcate an entrepreneurship spirit among graduates.
The internship that Anafe is organizing is actually different from other internship programs. It aims at not just giving the practical skills, but it gives the interns involved entrepreneurial skills, and they are exposed to people who have succeeded in entrepreneurship.
When it comes to internship, how do we do it at the incubator? We link with the universities, and currently we are working with around 5 universities. Currently, to date, we have cumulatively 26 interns who are coming from all these 5 universities.
Internship adds value to a student's life because when you go, you are in an industrial setting. You learn the pros and cons of business.
By interacting with the consortium's incubatees, I'll be able to gain experience when it comes to setting up businesses, developing business plans, and running business generally.
I expect to have an entrepreneurial mind, because I think school never taught such a curriculum for us. So being able to deal with an incubatee who is in a business, I should be able to learn a few things from him.
The greatest thing I've learned is I didn't go to campus to get employed. I can have an idea, start it and put it into practice, and with time it will become much more successful.
The Unibrain model also supports agri-research geared towards food sustainability in Africa. A good example is the Sorghum Value Chain Development Consortium, SVCDC, that is supporting a PhD students undertaking research on the quality of sorghum varieties in Kenya.
My expectation is to have the chemical profile of the different varieties and how the different locations affect the quality of the grain sorghum.
The Unibrain incubatees are already reaping the fruits of their unique incubation model. Meet Papias, a fourth-year student at Makerere University, Uganda, taking Bachelor of Science in Agriculture and yet already a budding hot pepper farmer operating in 4 acres of land provided by the university.
With the increased rate of unemployment in Uganda, now I'm not thinking of going for for jobs.
Besides employing 4 workers, he is currently training students and farmers on best farming practices. So far, 3 students are following on his footsteps and are already engaged in hot pepper, cassava and soybean farming.
My life has changed because now I live independently. I'm no longer a dependent to my parents. It has also earned me respect. Now people, they say that, hey, that one has a good project. Like, you don't talk about that, and that one is now beyond our class.
Sam, a 4th-year student at Chambogo University, is one such story. With support from the university, Sam started a juice production plant from the lab.
Before I came to AfriBanana Plus, I didn't know how to extract juice from bananas. I tried to actually do more research. I found out that we have very many fruits, but they have been limited to only individual or single juices. So that's why I came out with an idea of processing a fruit juice cocktail.
His company has now recorded a turnover of 2 million Ugandan shillings, having started with 100,000 Uganda shillings.
I'm asking myself, by the time I'm 40, if ever after 1 year it increases by 1,900,000, don't you think I'll be rich?
In Uganda, we meet 3 gentlemen, James, Breach and Tegu, who are in coffee production, specializing in wines. Legend Dark Coffee Liqueur Company was started by 6 Bachelor of Commerce graduates in 2013. After experiencing hardship in securing internship during their studies, the 6 graduates made a deliberate decision to start their own company and become job creators rather than job seekers.
Our product has had a huge market, overwhelming market, that is, it has gone as far as South Africa, as far as Cameroon, as far as Nairobi. And our product has sold in all those places.
Before we came to Children and Goda Support, we had a production capacity of 50 liters per week.
So you've gone up already?
So we're now 150 per day.
Meet Doreen, a graduate in Industrial and Fine Arts from Makerere University, who extracts fiber from banana stems to make necklaces, earrings and bags.
I've given a startup capital of $500. I used to make around maybe 10 bags per month. Now I can do double or triple of that. And also the beads, I was producing few, but it has also increased. I have 2 employees for now, but they are students. One is on evening and one is on day. But sometimes she has no lectures, so she really works. And the one of evening, works and goes to study at 5.
Through Anafe and Unibrain programs, partner universities and colleges across Africa have benefited immensely by offering education programs relevant to the job market.
The university, we are benefiting in that this is the time we are getting the students start having something practical, and therefore they can interact in lecture theatres with theory.
Some of our members of staff have gone out with AGBET to do farmer training in Mansa, and using support from AGBET will also mainstream incubation to our members of staff and students.
Incubator has been a blessing in many ways, through research, through a collaboration, through increased linkages, through course supervision, and also building on what the students do for their researches.
There must be a deliberate effort by the university to work with specific private sector, work with them and demonstrate change, and people will come.
Moving forward, Unibrain intends to scale up the success by establishing incubators in universities, work with the African Agribusiness Incubation Network for sustainable incubation, strengthen the unique Earn-as-you-learn internship model, develop contextualized learning resources to support agribusiness curriculum, effectively involve the private sector in curriculum development and implementation.
Unibrain has shown us what Africa can really achieve in working together, so we are going to continue in that move, and we are going together with the network of African incubators that FARA is putting in place together with ICRISAT. We are going also to link strongly our member institutions.